one-man wrecking crew. Yeah. Right, targeted individual psychic reading. If you want a personalised one, they're still on sale up until the 18th of January. Get them in. We'll see what's going on in your situation. So one-man wrecking crew. Right, so it feels like this collective has hit that sweet spot. That sweet spot in their journey forwards, whereby they're still getting attacked. There's still a lot of stank energy, but it's almost, I'm not saying that you're on your own. Don't get me wrong. You've got support there, but you're a one-man wrecking crew now. Now, what I've got in my mind is, so what this feels like is, because I've been having some more attacks, some black magic attacks. I have to deal a lot with covens and networks. So even if they're not officially stated as a coven, any kind of group of collective that are getting together using magic and stuff like that's coven, right? And I've been getting stank energy on me, stank energy on Lucy, transmuting it or flinging it back. And I've done one today, and then all of a sudden, a couple of hours later, oh, it's back again, and it's like it's irritating. It's not very nice, but at the same time, it's like whatever. They're not going to stop this. Four of Cups, Lord of Blended Pleasure. So you're on your way to fulfilling something, to achieving something. Okay, you can't be stopped during this time, and the more that these people wake up to that fact, the sooner we can start moving forwards. The moon in the reverse, rule of flux and flow. So there's going to be some clarity. There's going to be something that comes to light. It's in regard to this Five of Wands, Lord of Strife. So all the attacks that you have been taking, they've been leading up to this Nine of Wands, Lord of Great Strength. So this process has been about transmuting, understanding your power. Because what I've got in my mind is it's like it's a bit astrally, it's a bit astral projection, and I've got a figure, and they're just it's like they've got all these people coming at them, shooting at them like lightsaber type stuff, and they're just stood perfectly still, and they've got like some kind of sword in each hand, and they're just kind of like they're not moving, they're just moving the hands, and it's just like deflect, and that's where this collective's at on their path, on their journey. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. This has been all about the Nine of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty, and I'm drawn to the squiggly eye. Okay, so this collective's got a lot of evil eye on them. Seven of Swords, Lord of Unstable Effort. Now, what I'm more drawn to here is the way the swords look a bit like Sikh swords, don't they? Are kind of covering the flower there. So it feels like you are shielded, you are protected. Okay. You did something recently that they weren't expecting, and it's caught them off guard. And it's almost like they're in a frenzy. It's like I can see lots of people, and it's like the images are shifting from person to person to person to person. And all these people, they're furiously doing magic. They're all furiously doing spell work, and I can see people sat there chanting and chucking stuff on flames and stuff like that. And then I'm being taken back against that image of that person who's just kind of stood there deflecting it back. And again, the Four of Cups has come out. Again, Lord of Blended Pleasure. Okay. Fear not, your path forwards is going to be clear. Is going to be clear as time goes on. Okay. The remaining blocks that are in place, they've actually been designed to be allowed through so that you can finally learn that lesson. Okay, finally learn that lesson, and it's something to do with knowing how strong you are, and transmuting that pain into power. Okay, the days of tears are over. Allow the abundance and flow to come in. Okay, don't resist any of it, the good or the bad. Feel it, acknowledge it, transmute it. Okay, that pain is turning into power. That pain is turning into abundance and prosperity. And the more that this goes on, the more it is fueling this. Have no fear. You will get through. You are divinely protected. You are divinely guided, and you are the right hand of source. Okay, fear not. Any questions or doubts that you might have, let them fade away. The attacks are designed to test your resolve. Okay, do not fall at this stage. Okay, it's uncomfortable, it's not nice, but you are going to get through this any day now, and then the karma is going to hit and they will fall. Okay, dominoes, bang, 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 bang. The arrogance of some of these people to step forwards knowing the shame and the guilt that is rife within them, that flows through them, that flows in them, is unbelievable. Okay, allow source to deal with them. The time for talking is over. Okay, let source deal with these people now. Karma is coming. Their debt needs to be paid. They signed their soul to the devil. Allow that to be collected. Okay, reshift your focus on happiness and abundance. Despite the delays and blocks, this was always on course for you. Okay, the naysayers and doubters will not be laughing in time. The jealousy and greed will trigger them further, but by that point you will be out of sight. Okay, allow the dominoes to fall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allow the dominoes to fall. Okay, keep the faith and belief in yourself. Know who you are. Remember who you are. Allow the touch of God to embrace you during this time. Okay, your guides are with you, and I'm thinking more protection guides here. Allow them to do some of the heavy lifting now. Okay, you've done everything that is expected of you. Okay, source is proud. Source is proud. Okay, I'm going to go on to the what's the tea. Zones me out when I start channeling, especially when I've got something on me. Right, played out. Right, once you're back, didn't know your worth. Now they're desperate. Too little, too late. So what it feels like in kissing ass, groupie. Yeah. So somebody's played themselves out of a situation here. Somebody's completely played themselves out of a situation, and they want back in. Okay. So they're coming in. They're doing a bit of arse kissing. They're being a bit of a groupie. Okay. Don't let them back in. They've had their chance. They had their opportunity, and they blew it. Hindsight is a good thing, but it's about learning those lessons, not going, oh no, I've cocked up here, quick, let me back in please. Okay, jackpot. It's because you're the jackpot. This one keeps coming out for my collective. Unexpected windfall, right place, right time, big blessings ahead. Okay, making it rain, focused on the bag, money is the mission. So I feel with the jackpot, it is going to be some kind of I mean, for some of you might be winning some kind of big jackpot win. For others of you, all that hard work and effort that you paid off, you put in, is going to paid off. Meanwhile, they're going to end up broke. Okay, they should have thought about their choices and decisions as they were going through. It's okay being the belle of the ball, but when you choose the wrong side based on the how do I put this? Something on face value, you know what I mean? It's a little bit like, they've chosen something on face value and they've not thought about the long-term goals. Sometimes if we were talking about something financial, sometimes you've got to spend money to make money, and just because there's already something set up and whatnot, it doesn't mean it's the right choice. Okay, let them regret their decision. Okay, you're forming an army around you at this stage. Okay, so some will fall by the wayside as you go through, but don't worry about that. Okay, well again, yeah, you're onto big things. I know when you're under attack. Don't get me wrong; it's hard to see that. I know that better than anybody else. But just keep pushing forwards, knowing the shift is happening as we speak. Okay, any day now, that flow and abundance is about to hit, and I am talking about days. I'm not just using that as a flippant sentence. Any day now, that jackpot whatever is coming. That jackpot feeling is coming. Okay, Instill it in your heart and instill it in your mind.